Motherfuckers keep sending me all type of shit like, oh, woo. Send me. I don't even be on the internet. I'm not no internet bitch. I'm a real life real person. So my thing is that if I see anything on the internet, it's because somebody sent that shit to me. I'm tired of y'all sending me shit. Don't send me shit about what no bitch talking about, what no bitch saying.
Oh, it's getting real messy, y'all. Chrisean Rock just went off on Marsh after finding out she allegedly called CPS to her house. You already know Chrisean wasn't about to let that slide. The drama is unfolding fast and the internet is split. Some people are backing Chrisean while others are saying this is just another example of her being a hot mess. But is Marsh really the one to blame, or is this just another chapter in Chrisean's chaotic motherhood journey? Speaking of, let's start from Rock's motherhood journey. There's more than a few things to be said about that roller coaster. So Chrisean became a mama in September 2023 when she gave birth to little Chrisean Jr., her son with Blueface. She's been open about loving motherhood, saying she always wanted kids and is just figuring things out as she goes.
So some fans spotted Chrisean at Walmart and just look at how the baby's neck is hanging backwards.
But let's be real, the road has been far from smooth. From the jump, people have criticized her parenting, especially after that viral clip where she was struggling to hold her baby right. Some even speculated she might be dealing with postpartum depression. And then there's Blueface's mom, Carlisa, who just loves to stir the pot. She's accused Chrisean of all kinds of things during her pregnancy.
When I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. But you know what I said? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If he can laugh and he can cry and he can smile, he can still be a joy in this world. And that's who I am. And I'll make anybody feel good. Anybody. Everybody in my family knows that. I make something out of nothing. Repeat after me. She gonna make something out of nothing. But anyway, yeah, so I got to see it, and that's probably what you was mad at me about, because you saw my face and you felt my energy. But that's okay. That was my first time seeing them. I never seen them woke before. I never seen what they saw. I literally thought this whole time that maybe people's fans was doing something to the pictures, or making it not. I didn't believe it the whole time. I just was like, nah, John said there was a couple things going on, but he didn't say it was to that extent. Okay. So I thought, the fans was manipulating stuff. I had no clue, but now I know. Now I see what they see. I see what's going on, and that's all right. That's all right. It don't matter. It wouldn't matter to me at all, one bit. He will be around this motherfucker in a chair that sits him up. I will go buy the best stuff for him. I will go buy the best chair that sits him up. I will be calling India and France and Rome, trying to figure out what machine we can get to work what. We will be chopping that shit down. But nope, you sitting over there with a bunch of weirdos that want some followers. It crushed my heart to look at my grandbaby and see that. And that was my first time seeing it. And it did. It crushed my heart a little bit. It did. But I love all my kids, no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie, my first initial thought.
But Chrisean hasn't bothered to address the claims. Oh, and the people have even speculated about her baby's health, though there's no real confirmation on that. And let's not even start on the disaster that is her co-parenting situation with Blueface. Their drama stays all over social media, and it's clear they still haven't figured out how to raise their son together. Even Blueface's family has thrown shade, like when they threw a birthday party for the baby without his parents there. But to give Chrisean some credit, she's been trying to turn things around. She recently had an emotional baptism and has been talking about embracing faith and positivity, so maybe motherhood will push her in a new direction. One thing's for sure, the public is watching every step of the way. However, despite all of her efforts, one of the people who used to be close to Chris had something to say about her as a mother. So there's this girl called Marsh, and she went from being Chrisean's girl to one of her biggest ops. For a while, Marsh was right there in Chrisean's close circle, always in the mix when it came to her personal life. But now, that friendship is dead and gone. Chrisean has officially cut her off, and it's not just some petty fallout. Rumors are flying that Marsh called the police and CPS on Chrisean, and if that's true, true, yeah, that's a line you don't come back from. Social media is eating this up, with fans speculating that Marsh was involved in way more behind the scenes drama than we thought, especially when it comes to Chrisean's family issues. At this point, whatever bond they used to have is completely destroyed, and it looks like there's no coming back from this one. The whole thing played out on IG Live, and of course, the streets have been talking.
Don't lie on my name talking about I told you anything about nobody's personal business, because I don't even do that shit. For one, I don't play with kids. There ain't no negative narrative from my mouth about none of you ever, to be honest. And if it is, where the is it at? The only negative narrative about me towards anybody is propaganda. Some fake ass news that a weird ass fan, and not even a fan, a weird ass hater ass disgusting ass made about a message with me apparently are supposed to be talking about a baby. Now if we really talk about that,
now everybody's trying to piece together what really went down. Social media is filled with theories, and even Chrisean's sister Chasty stepped in to tell fan pages to stop posting pics of Chrisean and Marsh together. That alone says a lot. At this point, their so-called friendship is long gone, and things have turned into a public showdown with legal drama, social media shade, and a whole lot of mess. One thing that we do know is that people don't really seem to be messing with Marsh like that. One person said she peeped her light was fading and had to pop out. Lol. Sorry, shorty, the money train has ended. And another one added, Marsh is giving the hating vibe, shake my head. So what's the sitch in the end? As of now, Marsh still hasn't come out with a full explanation about why she called CPS, but the word on the street is that she was worried about Chrisean's son, Chrisean Jr. Some say she thought the baby might have developmental issues and even suggested taking him to the hospital, and that set Chrisean off and led to the fallout between them. But here's where it gets messy. Was Marsh actually concerned, or was she just trying to expose Chrisean? Some people think she was being a good friend and looking out for the baby, while others believe she was being messy or even manipulated by outside forces. And by outside forces, we're talking Blueface's team. Speaking of Blueface, we already know he's been trying to get full custody of their son, and this CPS situation might be exactly what he needs to make his case. He's been dragging Chrisean all over social media, calling her an unfit mom, and at this point, he's making it real clear that he doesn't think she's capable of raising their child. And let's not forget how his mama Carlissa and his other baby mama Jaden Alexis have both been publicly trashing Chrisean, saying she's not taking care of her kid properly. Now back to Marsh, because people are split on whether she was actually trying to help or just looking for some clout. Some fans think she was trying to do the right thing, but others believe she was just riding the wave, especially since she used to be so close to Chrisean. And let's not ignore the rumors that she was being influenced by Blueface's team to build a case against Chrisean. If that's true, then who? This situation is way more calculated than it seems. As for Chrisean, she's made it clear that she and Marsh are done. She hasn't said if she's planning to take legal action, but she's definitely distancing herself from her former friend. Some people think this whole situation might be a wake-up call for her to get serious about her responsibilities as a mom, but others think she's just going to keep moving the way she's been moving. But what do you think? It was Marsh really looking out for the baby, or was she just being messy? Let us know about it down below.